In today's video, I wanted to go over teaching a horse how to lead. I've got Blizzard here. She's a 8-year-old Nakota horse, and this is the third day of working with her. The first 2 days was just kind of getting to know her on the first day, seeing where she's at. And she's pretty comfortable allowing me to catch her and get up to her and stuff. And then the second day really was teaching her to follow a feel, getting the halter on. And then we just barely got out of the round pen. So with teaching a horse to lead, there's really 3 elements here. The first one is teaching them to follow a feel. And that's what we did in the last video with her, is just if you pick up the feel of the halter, can you get her to tip her head and neck, and then get that to translate down to their feet. So that's the first thing. The second thing is being able to control the feet. Can you start putting the feet where you want them? And then the third thing is get forward movement. Can you get them to move forward or go in the direction that you want? So we're going to start off here by, again, just doing some follow a feel. So I'm going to step off to the side, and can I get her to tip her nose, and then when she tips her nose, can her feet follow that? And there she keeps on going, so I'm just going to pick up and put another feel, ask her to follow it. Now if she leans, I just hold and wait on her until that feel goes all the way to her feet. And she can move. She starts to learn that whenever there's a feel on her lead or on her head, that it means to follow it instead of brace against it. And that's what we're really working for here, is to be able to tip her nose, ask her to follow that feel, and take that feel down to her feet. And she's doing well with that. And in the beginning, you do not want to just go straight ahead. You're always going from side to side. So I'm stepping off to the side, asking her to come around. And then if she comes around with me, that's fine. But like there, she gets stuck. So then I'm going to step off to the side again, get her to follow the feel. So I'm now taking this into starting to control those feet where I want them to go. So I step off to the side, then I go forward a little. If she comes with me, great. This is really nice, but there, as soon as she's like, nope, I don't want to go, I'm going to step off to the side, get her to follow that feel, step around towards me, and then I'm going to say, let's go. Can you come along with me? And there, and as soon as she gets heavy, or stops, or braces, which that was really good, or there she wants to keep going. So now I'm going to talk to the hind end to say, move the hind end away. Thank you very much. Step off to the side here, and then walk on and see if she'll come along with. She says nope, so I'll go off to the side till she unlocks her feet, then she goes with, and she says nope, then I go off to the side. So lots of back and forth, zigzagging, getting her to follow that feel. That's real nice. Not wanting her to lean at all on that. She gets stuck. I step off to the side again, get her to follow a feel. I'm looking to control her feet. She's locking up. So I'm going to talk to the hind end here, saying, unlock those feet. There. Then I soften with my hand too. Ask her feet to move. Yes. She unlocks and follows along. And I'm like, ah, thank you. And I reward her for that. So I'm really getting all three of those pieces. I'm getting her to follow a feel, starting to control those feet by turning off left and right. And then I'm saying, will you come along with me? Can you go forward with me? There she got stuck, so I go off to the side, saying, can you come along with me? Thank you. There she gets stuck, so I go off to the side again, tip her nose. Now she's kind of just locking up, so I'll disengage the hind end. Disengage the hind end, looking for that hind end to step over. There. And now I can ask the front to step over. I come in with the stick at her neck and shoulder here, saying, step over. Thank you very much. And I bring it on over. And I just allow her to go now. So here's more of the forward part. And then I ask her to come along with me. And she's like, no, then I step off to the side. There, she comes along with, great. And so she's doing well here. This is going to be lots of stepping off, back and forth, getting her to follow, coming along with, getting that front to come with. So if I ask her nose, the front comes with, then I can go off in a straight line saying, come on with me. And that's pretty nice there. Especially because she's heading towards her buddy down there, but a lot of times they'll lock up when they're going away the other direction. So there's a few things that you can do if the horse really just kind of like, no, I don't want to go, I don't need to go, you know, their feet are really planted. You have that extreme. To the other extreme is you take them out and they're just, you know, really bothered and needing to move their feet around a lot. So when the horse is moving their feet around a lot, you just drift with them. You kind of direct that energy over there, you disengage, get him to follow the feel, face up to you, that sort of thing. With her, she's going to be more just sticky feet. It's like, no, I don't really need to move my feet. So with that is step off to the side of them, bring your stick back on their back and just slide it back to their butt. And now I'm just going to tap on her butt, asking her to step forward. And she's turning, so I just turn with her. There she steps forward, and now I go along with her. So this helps to get the horse moving, and then once she gets moving, I can direct her. I could have her turn to me, or I can actually turn her away from me a little bit. Now she stops, so I'm going to just reach back and tap her with the stick. I might step back a little and say, come on with me. Let's go down to the gate down there. And as soon as she goes, I just rub the stick. It's like, ah, yeah, let's go for a walk together here. She goes faster, I give her a little more rope, give her a place to go. Because I was asking her to go, so I don't want to reprimand her for going. And then I can disengage, talk to the hind end, tipping her nose to me. giving her rope. She got a little bit worried there. See, that's very common with horses that have never been haltered before or very little, because they can go along and then all of a sudden they get worried, and their normal instinct is just to run off, and then all of a sudden they can't, so they get a little worried and they go up. So you just help them with that. So I'm going to come back in here, giving her a little more space. So she's getting a little worried about the stick, so I'll have to come back in and rub her with the stick and prove to her that the stick is okay. It's not going to hurt her. Yeah, there you go. And now I'll ask her to walk forward. So everything about me is saying, let's go for a walk. And if she doesn't, I just tap back on her butt. I don't want her turning into me. I might step back a little bit, just saying forward. There. As soon as she steps forward, I'm like, ah, that's it. Go back to rubbing her, and then I ask again. Asking for forward. See, and this is going to translate into really all of your groundwork. But the reason why she's here is to get her prepared to load and be safe traveling, because she's on her way to France. So I need to get her to the point where she can load into trailers, going in and out of stalls, and being able to lead wherever it is we need to go with her. And so again, I'm going to ask her to step forward. As she walks off, this is really good here. She's staying with me, and then I can say, oh, let's halt, disengage the hind end, draw her nose to me, and ask her hind to tip away. Thank you very much. And now we're set up. We can go the other side. And this also is the beginning, very beginning of your lunge work. So if I was standing here, eventually I'm just going to ask her to step out over there. But right now I'm going to walk back here, step out her side, and ask her to move forward. So we're just breaking it down into smaller pieces because we don't have a forward or much of one. So we're just going to help her get that first, and to get a better control over the body parts. So she's walking along well here. Now I can disengage the hind end, tip her nose to me, ask her hind to go away from me. Yeah, nice. I really reward her for that. And now I'm going to walk over to her side here, and she's deciding to walk on her own, and she wants to turn and face me. I'm going to say, no, don't turn and face me, let's go for a walk, let's go down there. So I'm helping her. I can come up here with my stick if I need to, just to turn her and guide her and direct her a little bit. Step off to her side, and I'm not getting too particular on where we go. It's more just saying, can you go? Yeah. Nice. Very nice. And then I can pick up, ask for a disengagement. and have her face back up to me. And let's see if that has helped in me just going into leading her. A little sticky there, so then I go off to the side. Little sticky. Go off to the side. Back and forth, so she doesn't want to go. So then I can reach back and say, come on, let's go. Remember? You do know how to walk, and let's go someplace. So it gives you a few more tools to help them. There you go. And I can disengage the hind end. Tip her nose to me. And now I'm gonna ask her just to kind of walk off with me, see if she'll come along with. Oh, there she got stuck, so I just step off to the side. Yeah, coming along. Very nice. And we'll leave her with that. So really think about getting those three things well. Getting them to follow the feel. And if you've got a horse that's never had a halter on, don't come out of the round pen until they have a pretty good, they're following the feel pretty well. And then you're going to start controlling the feet some, saying this is where I want to go, this is where I want to go. Some, by just getting them to come this way and that way. And then you're going to start saying, let's go forward, let's go someplace. And then you can start combining all of those pieces together till eventually you get out and walk around the arena to being able to lunge and all of that work. So that's what it progresses on into. And then tomorrow, that's what we're going to start working on with her, is the very beginning of the lunge work, getting her to step out around and go. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.